GM Bjark because that's what he's been going by. So maybe just call him that, you know?
I expect you to refer to me as Referee Bjark every time you want my attention.
Sir referee.
Everybody else can call me Bjark or Jacob. You specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you guys need me, you can just say sir.
I can get my old red shirt if you like. I'll put a red shirt on just for that.
Dude, I'm gonna start wearing like leather jackets and mirrored glasses to games. I won't be able to see my computer screen.
I will always be referred to as Hauser J.
Cyberpunk Uncensored.
Cyberpunk Uncensored went live? Dude, let's go hop into the stream.
Yeah, make sure you share the Cyberpunk Uncensored Twitch channel too. Share that around so people will join us. All right, you guys are live. Everybody can see you. Have at it.
Not until they beat this 15-second ad.
That's true.
There we go. I'm live for us now.
Whoops. Oh.
I'm live for us now. Cool. Or timer. I just realized our timer isn't on. We're just live quietly.
No,
you're
live right now. Everyone can see.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I don't know why I was expecting just like the camera or like the timer for a minute. My bad. Hello, welcome to session 3 of GM Bjark's game. This session titled Aftermath. 2 of our players have drifted off into the Aether. We have no idea where they went. So now we have got these 2 here named Crash and Whitesnake. If the 2 of you would mind going ahead and introducing your characters. Crash, if you want to go first.
So this is Crash. He's a nomad from a real big family. He's kind of a younger guy, though. He's only 22, just getting his feet bloody. As a nomad, he's got a huge family, but his only immediate living blood relative is his 11-year-old sister. He's been in and out of jail for boosting cars from city to city. He's been in, several county lockups over and over again. He's been boosting since he was 14. There's not a whole lot much else to say about him that's interesting, though.
All right, and Whitesnake?
My character is Whitesnake. He is a prowler. Again, with the nomad theme, worked with a bunch of urban nomads. Got to know the city a lot. Knows how to travel. Knows how to hide. Knows what needs to get God when to get a win. Has a bit of a cowboy aesthetic to him. So no, he will not have a country accent unless I so deem it. That's what I got for you. I wasn't prepared.
Cool. All right. Would one of our 2 delightful players who were here last session like to recap? Would you like me to?
Well, let's see. What did we do? We tried to start a gang war. Blew up some chromers outside the Havenfort Hotel. Then, after a few injuries, we sort of retired our way. And then Requiem went off and did stuff involving the blooding up of some other gangers. And we were planning on meeting up the very next morning around 11 at a local cafe.
That's right. Give me a second to go pull up my books so I can get the actual name of that cafe. Shh. Real quick. Flash. Flash. Alex.
Wasn't Flash one of the 2 who disappeared?
Oh, that's right. Crash. I'm sorry. It has the same last 4 letters.
Flashman and Crashman.
As long as there isn't a
I
band to
apologize.
go with it.
Crash. Oh dear, Crash has gone quiet. How unfortunate. Apparently, according to chat, he's got an echo. So if he tell him to turn on his Discord sensitivity whenever he gets in, It takes so long to find the source book.
While we wait, I'll have you guys know I have a Hero Forge figure primed and ready whenever you meet my dude. I'm ready.
Oh, cool. There goes Crash.
Well,
And now our template is destroyed.
Nope,
He's
he's
back
back.
and muted.
hey,
Hello.
unmute, please, Flash. No, Crash. Now I'm doing it. Ah.
Yep. It do be like that sometimes.
It spread.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Oh man, and your audio sounds so much better. Okay.
Oh, good.
Excellent. We'll just keep this up for the next 2 hours. That'll be a great session.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Troubleshooting.
All right. If I can finally get to Upper East Side. Hello, I am streaming.
At least she's got pants on this time. So
Yeah. That was my girlfriend isn't 13. She is an adult. Hopefully.
And therefore knows how to wear pants.
No, it's just there was a young lady that walked past.
This is Twitch, so she
Yeah.
still is required to to wear pants.
I'm wearing pants.
Julie was not the last time she walked by the camera. Why can't I find our cafe?
Look, I'm European. This whole nudity thing, what you Americans have going, I don't give a shit.
Look, you're allowed the most grotesque obscenities and to slaughter your fellow man, but as soon as you see a single boob, that's it. No, you're done.
See, and for us in Europe, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Fine, violence not cool.
Yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure it was called Cafe Patisserie.
I thought we went to the one with the
That
palm
sounds
in front of it.
Italian.
With the what?
The one that has the palm trees in front of it.
Yeah, I believe that's it. I just can't find its name.
Hang on 1 second.
Well, you guys are on Upper East Side.
Give me a minute. It can only be a matter of hours. It's number
Cafe
2.
Chrome. Yeah,
Is it
A412. Cafe
That's the
Chrome.
one.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Sorry. All right. So, as you all gather on the dark, dreary morning of another dawning day in Night City, closer to noon.
Yep.
You all, over the course of an hour, show up to your cafe with someone else that did never really announce themselves, but you've seen floating around a couple times. You've seen them at the dojo once or twice. Crash. Is it happening again, Alex?
No, I'm here.
Cool. Crash. At a dojo you have attended at least once or twice. You have heard from Iago, the sensei there, that this group that attends the dojo has started doing some work for a pretty important rocker boy. And at the same time, you start hearing a whole lot about a huge slaughter outside of a hotel that was supposedly related to some gang called the Chromers, and super alleged that it might also be involved with the mafia popping back up in Night City.
I thought it was the
No, it was clearly
Back Alley
the
Brawlers.
back
Back
alley
Alley
brawlers.
Brawlers.
Did it.
We should know. We put the tags up there ourselves.
I told the girl specifically. I specifically told the girl, if anyone asks, this was the backyard brawl.
Back alley brawlers and mafia
She
popping back up.
might have been half deaf at the time from tinnitus because my guns had been going off so much close to her ear. But
You
Yeah.
guys are really funny.
look, it's a big caliber.
Yeah.
It makes a big boom when it goes off.
Do you have any questions or anything you want to comment real quick, Crash?
Nah, I'm ready to roll with it.
Cool. All right. figure your character just like, cool, I just got fired. I need a job. I'll go force my way into this crew.
That is exactly what you would do.
Cool. As Crash, a nomad, if you would like to quickly describe your character, approaches the group.
He comes in and he's got an assault. He steps out of his city car right in front of the place, gets out, kind of throws his long jacket around all dramatic like, and you can see he's got slung behind his back a big old assault rifle, and he doesn't care who sees it. Like, what's up, Chumbas? You need another gun or what?
I can't hear you, Requiem.
Can you not hear me right now?
Oh, can now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I've had issues with Discord, so it. Anyway, sounds good to me. We need some extra guns now that we seem to be missing two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I completely forgot about Flash not being here.
Let's make sure you put leg armor on. Very important.
Yes. Excuse me, that was the front door. I'll be back in a second. But yes.
Oh, good.
This would be a great moment for a great prank. You should just have really crazy noises coming off from him just now. That was a back.
Yeah, we hear actual gunshots.
Open up! The screen flashes a bright white. Card? Probably
Sorry
still
about
in the
that.
pocket of my pants. I apologize. Or it's inside of your car.
Who the hell comes by your house Sunday mornings? How dare these people?
It's my wife coming back with my sister-in-law's dog for a visit.
How dare they?
How dare they? They should be in
Who are
third.
these people?
Cool.
Castle Law.
So yeah, Flash is not there with no heads up.
Mm-hmm.
After waiting until about 11:30, he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
And you guys are getting to the point like, okay, how do we move on with just the two of us? Eric is too wounded. Flash is MIA.
Yeah. Well, Eric said he's not coming back, man. So, you know, after a serious injury like that, he's reevaluating his life choices.
Yeah. And then another that you've seen floating around the dojo a couple of times comes up and offers his services in the crew in lieu of Flash and Eric. What do you all do?
Well, we were going to come here and have a chat about our next steps, work out what we're going to be doing to make things happen.
Mm-hmm. See how
So,
we can escalate some more.
Sorry?
See how we can escalate a little bit more this charming
Well,
neighborhood.
yes. Well, I was planning on putting together a news story and pumping it out today about what's just happened, but we also need to work out, I don't know, how to create some hassles between...
Speaking of what just happened, why don't you inform the new person who just showed up?
Oh, about the gang war or the... what we're
job
up to?
he just agreed to join?
All right. Looks like Requiem's frozen a bit, but anyhow, we have been employed to persuade some rockers. I've forgotten the name of the group. To go play at the right location, the one they agreed to in the first place, basically. I really wish I knew. Could remember the name, but I've put my notes somewhere and I've got no
Blood
idea.
Ice. I'll tell you in a minute.
Blood and Ice. Thank you. So Blood and Ice, and they're meant to be playing at is it the Slammer?
The Slammer.
And we've got to persuade them to not play at the Maelstrom.
Yeah, basically the Maelstrom bought out they've offered them more money to play at their place, and so now we have been kindly asked to convince them otherwise.
Yeah.
You guys have 6 days.
Sad. That is a sad state of affairs. You know, art really shouldn't be beholden to the almighty Euro buck. But I'm down to my last 30 eddies myself. So where do I point this rifle?
Well, that's the question for today, and to get us through this next week, is how are we going to actually move them on? Because our initial plan of causing some ruckus between the locals of the Maelstrom and other gangs, we haven't decided which ones yet, just to sort of raise up tensions. I was going to talk to Flash of all people, because I know he had some C6 on him, to plant some stuff in the background and take out their sound system, but that's no good until Friday night because they're playing on Saturday. But now that he's gone, well, that option's off the table. So we're going to sort of regroup a little bit, come up with some alternatives to really push things the way we want.
The reason that little ruckus happened the night before is because the Cromer gang is basically the gang that owns or claims the club as their turf. So the idea was to start to pretend like a bunch of gangs want to fight with them and start a gang war between them and other gangs. Hence the back alley brawlers.
Yeah.
Backyard brawlers.
So, allegedly, the back alley brawlers attacking the Cromers yesterday.
Yeah.
And allegedly, the Cromers also attacking some wild things yesterday.
Yeah, so what we're really looking for is options to try and either perpetuate the war or persuade the manager of the band to get them to play at the Slammer instead of the Maelstrom.
How about I get my family to how to go about this? How about I get my family spreading the word that that place is, not a good time, or we could escalate it to a bomb threat. Be more credible with a dozen or so people calling it in.
We'll save the bomb threat for later, but definitely if you can, get your family talking around to spread the word of that there's gang violence going on in the area, people have been killed, who's next, kind of shit. But we want to push that back a few days because we want to get some more incidences happening today and probably tomorrow as well. So
we have a whole week of incidents. So plus we want to find an actual bomb at the place. So hey, bomb threat's almost taken a step back.
It's not a threat anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So Bjark, can I get a bunch of my family members to start a couple of brawls themselves? Every couple of hours, a new set of two groups show up and just kind of fire guns into the walls and maybe beat up a few people who are just hanging around, put some blood on the street.
Make a family check.
Before you do, Crash, just play careful because you don't want this bouncing back onto your family. That's all. I'm just warning you because
bouncing back onto my family, dude. If we get enough heat on us, we just move to a new city, bro.
Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Also, you pick and fight with booster gang, so be careful who you pick and fight with.
He's just gonna adjust the belt around his waist, which is just full of clips and shells, and he's like, "Yeah, I got enough boost right here."
Go ahead, and make a family check.
I'm looking for my skills here. This is a brand new character sheet to me. It's a new.
Oh, no worries. If I go open your character sheet, did you name your character?
Crash. It's asking me to input a modifier. I'm just assuming that's supposed to stay 0.
Yeah, just leave it blank. Cool. 16. Yeah, easy enough. Couple of phone calls and a couple of texts.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to get it to a point where you're every 2 to 5 to 6 hours, somewhere in that range, there happens to be a act of violence against some Cromers near around Metalstorm.
Excellent. All I need to know is to get some on video, and I can sell the story.
Can I go ahead and get?
I'm not trying to kill too many people. Like if there were a few casualties, fine, but not here to murder the population. Just put some blood on the street.
All right. Can I get the three of you to make an awareness check? I almost said perception. That's the wrong game.
Awareness notice.
Hang on. Skills.
Yeah, we can't reference redacted and redacted here.
Am I adding competence to this?
Yeah, go for it.
Once I find the damn thing.
It's under intelligence.
This... There you go.
Cool. So all three of you happen to notice another trio walking across the street from Cafe Chrome are three people, all wearing tight leather jackets with a thick belt with a gun hip or a gun holster on their left hip, set up for cross draw, all wearing black berets. And they're kind of marching one in front, two in the back, and they are walking determinedly down the street.
Do they look like back alley brawlers?
That is the mark you tend to recognize.
Yeah.
Do they look like they're in a rush, or they just look like they have a purpose?
Yeah, actually, they're just walking with a purpose. They're not running or jogging or anything. They walk so that no one gets in their way.
Requiem, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably.
Oh no, these poor men.
How good is my shadow track is the question. Do I even have shadow track? Where the hell is shadow track on this sheet?
It's intelligence.
It's intelligence.
It's intelligence.
Why do you guys make me roll intelligence rolls? It's just not cool.
Why is shadow track an intelligence skill and not a dex skill or a reflex skill?
Stealth is dex. It's a question of whether or not we want to follow them or be seen by them.
I'd rather follow than be seen, but kind of want to see where they're going.
Body check.
Shut up.
I
can explain myself, but not now.
Fuck it, we'll follow. We'll shadow track. Do you want to escalate that now, or wait till later?
Let's make the most of the opportunity.
Fine.
Crash. Let's see what you can do. And so, no modifiers on the shadow track one, and I get a number 10. Haha.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to start cruising right in behind them. Too close.
If the two of you, Crash and Requiem, would like to also make shadow track checks.
I have 14.
Are they coming toward us or walking away from us?
They're walking across the street, just parallel to you guys.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of the way they walk. They kind of stand out from the crowd because the crowd kind of like moves around them on the sidewalk. The black berets are very noticeable.
Yeah, it's also in the middle of the day, isn't it?
It is. It is noon.
They're very sweaty.
All right.
Do you guys just want to hop into my car and we circle the block, or?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
A man with a car. Look at you.
Cool. Let me. Yeah, that changes things. I'll make all their awareness checks at. We'll say what. It's pretty. A car driving around near you is pretty innocuous. We'll say -5.
It's just a normal car. It's nothing special.
Yeah. Cool. Holy shit! That is a 1, a 4, and a 1. They don't notice shit. That is 2 fumbles.
Waiting for them to pass the next dark alley, I guess.
Even hold on. 4, 13. Okay, yeah, no, they don't notice shit. Cool. Yeah, no. You guys start to just tail them in traffic. In a city car. It's a little cramped, all 3 of you in there.
Well, I'm the small one, so the solo's going to be sitting up front, I assume, because he is large. Yeah, Are we going to follow them, or wait for an alley, or see where they are congregating?
Because we're going to see a little bit where they're going. Should a great dark alley open up, then we'll make use of the dark alley.
If we can stop them before they get where they're going, that'd be best.
Mm. Yeah, probably don't use them as speed bumps, though. You don't want to damage the car.
I mean, they know how to look left and right, and if they don't, that's on them.
You guys are
The
gonna
law protects us.
I'll put the mask on again since that worked so well last time.
So you guys are just gonna tail them in the car, see where they're going?
Yeah, for
I
now.
would say so.
For now, all right. They start walking, and they're keeping mostly to the main streets. And at one point, they pass. There's a pair of chromers loitering outside of some building. And they kind of there's a tension as they walk by. And one of the chromers like looks like he's starting to go reach for a weapon behind him. And one of the two in the back, two of the back alley brawlers, just straight up like punk jumps in a little. And one of the other two chromers goes to raise a gun as very swift preemptive self-defense from the other two back alley brawlers. The two chromers are put down against the wall as they just get back to walking.
Would this be a good time for a drive-by?
Well,
Probably not, but the two chromers that have just been put down, everybody's seen that. Those chromers are going to disappear, lick their wounds, that kind of stuff. So why don't we just pop in behind them, take them out, leave the bodies lying around with tags, and move on?
Aces, let's do it.
It's just a suggestion. Requiem's the tactically minded.
So you wanna kill those two chromers real quick?
Can you?
Sure.
Subtly?
All right, I'll get the beret out.
hell yeah.
I'll catch up with you around the corner, and I'll finish the two chromers real quick.
Yeah, you walk around. They kind of like just immediately surrendered when the back alley brawler started shooting.
Okay.
One of them caught a bullet kind of in here. As they're up against the stairway up to this building. One of them has a cell phone out. The other is just leaning against the wall, holding on to his gun wound.
Okay.
You got the jump on him.
I'll end their suffering.
One of them isn't even loaded.
Wait until one of them speaks into the phone to say it was the
I'll
brawlers.
start the suffering and then end it for them.
You did. So is the guy on his phone talking frantically, whatever?
Yeah, it looks like he's dialing as you're walking around. If you give it a minute, the phone comes up.
I'll give it enough seconds so he can start whining about the brawlers being assholes.
Yeah, you hear this super high pitched whiny voice like yeah, you won't believe who the fuck we just saw come around the corner. Yeah, no shit. And they fucking shot Reggie. Yeah. And then they kind of keep going.
Okay, that's the moment when I'm gonna end his and his buddy's suffering.
All right. I'm gonna have you just roll a single handgun check with whatever combat bonuses you would have, because you have the jump on them, so it'd also be an additional +4.
Okay.
For ambush.
Okay. Is it what? It's -4 for headshots and +5 for the ambush. Is that how that works?
Yeah, -4 for called shot, -5 for ambush. So yeah, +1. And you got the 2 shots.
There's the first one.
Ooh.
There's the second one. So
you actually missed the second one.
Did I?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking at the damage roll. Yeah. You end both of them very quickly. I was looking at the damage, my bad. Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts. Quick headshot to the one on the phone as the phone goes tumbling up through the air. And without even a second's hesitation, just a quick shot to the neck of the one against the wall. Tuck the guns away, and do you step back into the alley, or do you just keep going down the street?
I quickly see. Is the phone anywhere nearby?
You saw it flew up in the air after he fell. It kind of threw behind him and then clattered on the ground. You have no idea if it's still working or not.
I'll check and see. Is the call still going?
Let's roll damage for the cell phone. I rolled a 2. The screen is shattered and the corner is bent, but the screen or the phone, like the phone call, is still up on the screen.
I grab it.
Okay.
This is the Brothers, and this is war. And with that, I crush the phone.
All right.
I loot them really quick. I just grab whatever gun they have if they have cash in their pockets. Nothing. I don't want to really loot them. Just grab a bunch of stuff and then I'll go around the corner.
Easy enough. I managed to pick up about 55 eddies, a couple of shitty handguns. Easy enough. Oh, I have to follow up on your shopping list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once I'm around the corner, I'll see if I can find my car.
Yeah. You have a cell phone, right? You shoot him a text.
Yeah.
Let him know that the deed is done. They are handled, and that you're good to be picked up around the corner.
Little Requiem needs to be picked up from the play corner, please.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
In my other Cyberpunk game, they were really committed to
drinking, both of you.
What? Someone just asked a question, sorry.
My last game that I GM'd, the party was really committed to avoiding conflict as much as possible, which is really unique for a Cyberpunk party. So being able,
I was part of that party.
Did they play like in stealth mode or something?
No. They tried to be as diplomatic as possible.
Look,
yeah.
To quote von Clausewitz, war is just the continue of diplomacy with other means.
All right.
Yeah. I was a part of that
picked
party.
up.
That was a great game.
Where do you guys go? Crash, you're driving.
I am driving, but I have no idea where to go.
Can we keep following the other brawlers?
Make a... Oh, God, what would it be to search? I'm going to call that track. Make a shadow track check at -2.
I mean, they were shadow tracking the whole time anyway. I just kind of jumped out, so hopefully they still kind of know where they are.
Okay. Yeah. And you're just saying you caught up.
And if I catch up with you guys later, I have a motorcycle. You go where you need to go. I'll catch up with you.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, if you just want to catch up later, then yeah. After about 15 minutes of tailing, they turn onto a smaller side street, kind of filled with little slum shops, people trying to sell fucking whatever they can get their hands on. Pretty sure everything that isn't food is a stolen good they're trying to sell. And after going down that street, which is it's wide enough to fit a car, but this is mostly foot traffic.
Yeah,
you can get a car through, but it's going to be pretty conspicuous.
No. Might be worth. Is it worth? Yeah, it probably is worth following to know where they're going. So. Do you want to park over here, Crash, and we'll head on through?
I feel like this is the spot where we hop out.
Yeah. So we'll follow on foot.
All right. After getting barked at by more people than you can count, and your senses being assaulted with a combination of smoke and putrid and spiced foods. You are able to kind of only because they walk with such cocksuredness.
Mm.
You are able to keep track of them, and eventually they stop and they look and they talk
I'll be right
between
back.
themselves for a minute. Oh no!
I'm going to keep my distance, but I'm actually on the lookout for a skull, a chrome skull cap. Yeah, one of the fake ones you can put on your head and
Oh, okay.
look cybered up and stuff. And so I know you can get fake interface plugs. I might actually have a set. Do I have a set? No, I got nothing. So yeah, I'm looking for those. I've got 200 eddies to spare.
Oh,
But basically, see if I can take that sort of stuff up. Since it's all stolen goods, it should be really cheap.
yeah. We'll say after about 10 minutes of weaving your way through this traffic, you're able to find something for about 20 eddies.
Yep, done. It just has to look okay from a distance.
Okay. Look good on a shaky camera.
Yep. Look good on shaky cam.
And they kind of, after a while, they kind of stop and look like they're talking amongst themselves for a moment.
Yeah, I'm
And
going to keep my distance.
They turn into this little hallway of apartments and shops.
Yep.
And walk into the doors of a little dive bar.
Okay, what's the bar? I'll just make note of it and stuff. And text the name to Requiem, letting him know where we are.
Very cheap little dive bar called Smoke and Mirrors.
Yep.
On my way.
And that's all I need to know at this point. I'm going to use my Streetwise. Now I've got that. Actually, I picked up that crappy phone from our first encounter with the Chromers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to use one of the numbers on that. Use that phone to call somebody I know connected to the Chromers, and just
make an electronic security check. It's locked.
Oh, bugger! What's my tech? Bugger all.
Use the old 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not exactly smart.
You know what? That would actually work.
8008. Boob.
Yeah.
69, 69.
Yeah, it just gets worse from here.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't actually have that listed as one of my skills. So
make an electronic security check, or go ahead and roll 1d10 if you're just going to guess. We'll call it a 40% chance if you can roll 7 or higher.
If you want to do an electronics thing, I've got that skill and an electronics toolkit.
Oh, look, please do it. I just want to be able to make one call and then I'm ditching the phone. It's not even mine. I found it, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
There's barely any blood on it. It's basically barely any brain matter either.
Does the toolkit give me any kind of modifier?
This is technically a form of hacking, not working on the internal electronics, so not really. But if you do have a bonus in electronic security, so that does apply.
All right. You know what? I'll dump 5 points of luck into this roll.
Okay. Our first use of luck.
So I'll put a modifier of 5 in here.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Make sure it's 5, not plus 5. Cool. All right.
Just 5.
Yeah. 17. Yeah. Easy enough. These shitty phones, security is terrible. They're made to work. They're not made to work well.
Yep.
As after quickly getting into the developer mode, just wiping the password off the phone, you now have an unlocked phone.
Excellent.
You're going to make a phone call to a random number?
I'm going to make a phone call to one of the gangers of the Chromers and just say, or actually just text, I've just seen 3 back alley brawlers walk into and put the name of the bar in there. smoke and mirrors.
All right. As
So-
as you're sending this text, you feel your phone vibrate.
Okay. All right, and then I put that and then pick up my phone. Over.
You see a text that says behind. It's an unknown block number
Mm.
that says behind Cinemaxis. 30 minutes.
Okay.
Cinemaxis is a Braindance arcade.
Yep.
Right. as well as with an old screen theater.
Yep. All right. So hopefully, yeah. Well, I've just let the Chromas know where the brawlers are, and after what Requiem's just done, hopefully things will settle. And then, yeah, Crash, shall we go check out my mysterious texter and pick up Requiem and head to the Cinemaxis?
So we're not going into smoke and mirrors. We're just going to roll out.
We don't need to. We want the brawlers, the Chromas, to go in there and pick a fight.
From the Chromer's phone, after a minute or two, you get a text that says "Be there in 15" with a pair of gun emojis.
Well, what's the plan when we show up? Like, we're not Chromers. Are you Chromers?
No, we're not Chromas.
What's the plan when we show up?
Well, actually, we probably should sit here and wait 10 minutes. I've still got like a couple of spare grenades. Mind you, I was just going to use a smoke one and toss it in through the door.
This is a very populated, dense street.
Yes,
Okay,
and I still have a face mask.
Okay.
So, I'm eager to use my driving skills. Do you want to impersonate, what do you call it? Back alley brawlers, show up, do a drive-by on those guys, and then, hightail it back here to the smoke and mirrors?
Well, we want it to look like Chromas are picking a fight with the brawlers, because when the brawlers start pouring out, and hopefully this is a lot of them in there, other Chromas will then engage with these guys, because we don't want to get caught in the crossfire. I've already been shot once in the last couple of days, and it's not fun. So, Eric did a good job of patching up my leg, but it still hurts like buggery. So, I'm actually thinking that, wait until the Chromas are almost on site, toss a grenade in there, and just...
I don't even think you have to toss a grenade. They can sort it out themselves.
Well, they probably can, but, you want to give them that sort of little impetus of encouragement, really.
Fair.
So, because we kind of want it to happen the way we want it to.
So you guys stick
we
around
can
for 15 minutes, or are you
Have
going
us
to your
sit
mission
here
next?
for- All right,
Well,
sorry.
I thought we would just hang around for 10 and wait until Requiem gets here, unless you got a better idea of what to do.
We can hang out for like 5 minutes and then either call that number or text it and say, "Yeah, your guy. We found your guy, and he's dead."
Actually, the phone that we've stolen and just unlocked, hell, let's just... Gee, I've got an injured leg. I'll get some of my blood, rub it on the phone, and find a quiet alley, attach my silencer, put a hole through it, and then dump it down the steps to the thing. And I think I picked up something else with that. The phone originally.
Bit of a cred chip with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kiss the cred chip goodbye. Just dump both at the bottom of the stair. Well, is it stairs down into the bar, or is it just stairs up?
It opens up into the bar.
All right. So is the stairwell down or up or whatever?
There are no stairs into the bar.
Okay, cool. So it's just a direct opening.
Bjark, let me know when I'm there. I should be there soonish.
Yeah.
You can just dump it out on the street, like right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'll dump it out near the entrance to the thing. The phone's wrecked, but the cred chip's still good. Somebody's bound to pick up the cred chip, but the phone will still be in there. No one's going to touch that shit. And just toss it at the entrance of the thing as I walk past. So, so as if somebody's dumping an old phone that I don't want anymore. And just, we'll leave it at that. And then go pursue this thing behind the Braindance bar.
All right.
Are
Are
we
you
still going
informing?
Sorry, Crash?
Are we actually going to the Braindance arcade? I thought we were going to wait for them to come to us.
Well, we don't know what the Braindance arcade is. No,
Yeah, the Braindance arcade was a text on Clip's phone, not the stolen phone.
Yeah. And I'm suspicious that it's actually a call potential mafia connections or other people who want to have a chat. So we'll see what happens.
Oh dear, hold on. Is that green on the?
Yeah, we lost your camera.
Well, only in Discord, I guess. He's fine in the stream.
Okay.
So whatever. So yeah.
So I'm there with my mask and
Yeah.
my pockets just in case, but I guess we're rolling out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get there just in time to catch Clip and Crash heading towards the car.
All right.
And Man is just sidling with him.
Yep.
As you guys start heading to Cinemaxis.
Sounds good.
There is a very narrow alleyway.
Oh, on the way to Cinemaxis, sorry. I know like a bunch of different medias, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say, look, I've heard there's potential for some gang violence at such and such a bar. I can't get there to catch the story. Do you want to do me a favor and see if there's anything going on with that? So just pass it to I'm bound to know a couple of other medias around the place.
All right.
Catch the story and record it. So
Cool.
I don't know what you want from me, but in terms of a role, but yeah, that's what I'll try and do anyway.
Easy enough. Make a credibility check.
Okay, I'm going to drop a point of luck on that.
19? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll some dice. Holy shit, I rolled 2 6s. How many people do you contact?
Just two people,
Okay.
dude.
Cool. All right, then they definitely show up. Both of them do.
Wow.
Well, I was rolling to see the number of medias that showed up and decided to roll 2d6. So I think it'd be a little absurd if 12 showed up.
Just a
So
bit.
we'll just say both with that high of a credibility
This is a
check.
juicy fucking story.
both of the people you decide to tell about it show up.
It's the hot ticket down.
You guys heading towards Cinemaxis. There are 2 very narrow alleys that hold on a sec. I've got cool, fun art for the area.
Nice.
Oh.
The photographer is Yorick Roas. If you want to follow his Instagram, he does take very good pictures like this all the time. Anyways, you guys see that it kind of comes to a very 2 very thin alleys that you can only walk one abreast through that kind of meet in a courtyard. From the front of the alley, you could see a single camera looking at the entrance closest to you guys. It seems as if Cinemaxis has pretty good security. They've got an armed guard out front, and cameras outside of the entrance to the bar or arcade.
And who are we meeting?
But this alley seems unguarded.
Yeah, round the back.
I'll check it out on thermograph, just to make sure there's not someone hiding somewhere.
Thermographs look through buildings?
To a certain extent.
I'm going to say it can't look through the entire building.
No, not through the entire building.
You can see there are people in both buildings. Cinemaxis is in fact quite packed. A little surprising for a Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon.
I'm more concerned with people potentially waiting for us in dark alleys.
But yeah, looking through the alley, it appears empty. Shape of a cat behind a trash can. But outside of that, nothing of note.
Fair enough.
We're sticking inside the car, right, as we pull up.
You guys cannot fit the car in this alley.
I can
No.
fit my motorcycle, but not the car. I mean, you can try and fit the car in at least once.
Then you're out of car.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I'll park, get out of the car, feed the meter, and unshoulder my my rifle. Let's get walking.
All right, as you guys all head down the alley, there is a gate into this courtyard that swings open. As this is covered. There's a building over this courtyard. It's kind of like an empty space between a couple of buildings. That one of the or one or two of the buildings kind of have an overhang over, so it's very covered, very hidden. As Whitesnake, if you would like to describe what your character is doing.
As you enter the courtyard, you'd see sitting on a ledge, bench, chair, whatever happens to be there. You see a man with a rather wide-brimmed hat, colored dark. In fact, I'm going to post that figure I showed. The hat has a wider brim than Hero Forge will allow, I will say, but you get the idea.
You better not let the Western Star see you like that.
But so, as you walk in, he kind of sits down, kind of holding the edge of his brim down to where it covers his eyes. You see that the gun he has is not revealed. He kind of has his other arm crossed as he holds the hat. As you walk in, he kind of looks up a bit, sees you all, and that's when you speak. You're the ones dealing with the chromes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I suppose we
Right.
are.
Well, I hear you're damn good at your job.
I try to keep a straight face. So, who do you work for, and I suppose how do you want to be involved?
He claps his hands together, stands up. He does not have the mask up. It's kind of tucked down like a scarf into the coat. As he kind of holds his hands together, he says, "Well, I see you got an odd number of men, not
Mhm.
freelance."
Okay.
Sure, the more the merrier.
And then he kind of goes and holds his belt. More the merrier. Figured you need someone out there. At the very least, it could be a body between you and them. Or at most, I could be whatever you need me to be.
All right.
Good.
Okay, so it looks like the space is filled.
Look like we have
Um,
forces again.
All right. Yeah. You've
I
obviously heard what we're up
reckon we
to.
should get to introductions.
Yeah, you obviously know who we are or have heard of what we've done. I am Clip. That is Requiem.
You know Clip, you are
Crash.
familiar with him, Whitesnake. Him and his
kind of point over at you.
biased reporting the past day or two.
Yeah, he'll kind of point at you and say, like, "Yeah, keeping up with your stuff, all right?" He kind of looks over and, "Now, who is this big guy?"
I indicate to Requiem and Crash. And you are?
Call me Whitesnake.
Okay. Well, the next step's going to be what do we do at this point? Because I'm waiting for another story to unfold. Actually, I should try to contact those two medias to see if anything happened. Yeah.
Whitesnake, do me a favor. Go ahead and roll
No.
a streetwise check real quick.
All right. That is under cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the reasons that you have decided to seek out this group to join them is because you are aware of what they are doing, which is trying to get Blood and Ice to perform at the Slammer. You are aware that the lead singer of Blood and Ice happens to have a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I don't suppose anybody here's got contacts with the police.
Maybe.
Flash had 3.
Yeah. See, that's going to be useful.
I have one.
Okay.
I may be able to ask a favor.
Yeah.
Oh god, was that Kavanaugh? I believe I named yours.
I don't think you ever gave me the
All
name.
right.
Carrie Kavanaugh. That's your contact in the police force.
Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie Kavanaugh, Kavanaughh.
All right.
Well, he will announce as you guys say, I can get you something if you need it.
Mm-hmm. It's a question of what it is,
Good
because
at finding things.
okay.
Well, I need a bunch of ammo then.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the next point is that we need to be able to. Well, we don't want the lead singer to get arrested, but that's a very useful piece of information.
At least not before Friday, and at least not before Saturday.
Yeah. But hey, if the cops show up at the Maelstrom on Saturday looking for him, then he's going to be really inclined to go to the Slammer just so that he can play the gig and not suffer the consequences. So I reckon that sort of works in our favour.
No, it's
So
he's going to look for a crash. You haven't said a word so far.
Well, I'm just disappointed there weren't more of you to shoot.
With that, he'll go over. He'll fist bump your shoulder. I like that thinking.
Well, I suppose the next thing is to see what's happened back at Smoke and Marrows and see if
Yeah.
Do you text one of your media buddies that went?
Yeah. Look, I text this lead I was chasing. It's a bit of a bust. Pity. Did anything happen down there?
You get back a single video clip, which is of a ratty car pulling up, and 4 people getting out of it. 2 of them holding shotguns, and the other 2 holding heavy submachine guns.
Oh, and they look like chromas?
Yes, they are all chromers. They all seem to be more elite chromer, higher boosters. They've got visible cyber arms.
Yeah.
All exposed wiring. And one of them has a front optic mount with the 5 eyes.
Okay, yep. Well, show it to the others. Yeah, sorry, it looks like we missed the fun coming here to collect you.
You get a second video clip a few moments later, which is of the aftermath of a bar that looks like it has been shot to hell, with kind of a pan over 2 dead chromers, and it looks over and there's a couple of civilian casualties, and then panning back over and there are 3 dead back alley brawlers.
Okay.
Amateurs.
Gee, I wish I was able to chase up that lead. Looks like you've scored on that one. Best of luck. Thumbs up.
Sends you one as well and says, "Thanks for the tip. I'll be sure to keep it in mind."
Well, didn't you want to cut your clip from the previous night or something too?
I've still got to put that out. So yeah. And I probably should actually make a couple of rolls on getting that happening. But other than that, yeah, look, so we need another incident to, I think that's sorted out today. bit short on ideas at the moment, so it's a question of
I got a
finding.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Can any of y'all get me the fingers of one of these chromers?
Requiem, do you know anything about that sort of stuff?
I mean, I'm not usually a finger or toe cutter, but I can add that to my repertoire. Certainly.
You guys happen to know where the corpses of 2 chromers are?
I was gonna say we had 16 a while ago.
We had a bunch of corpses earlier, but I'm sure those 2 have already been found and bagged. So
Well, we can always check,
I'm not
because-
sure a corpse is going to work.
What, you need something fresh?
Maybe. Listen, it depends on how thorough and deep this is going to go. You see, I happen to be able to meddle forensics to a degree.
Oh. That's
I don't
useful.
know why I'm being so cryptic. He holds up his hands. My fingerprints are programmable.
That's nice. Okay.
This isn't D&D where you have to be coy about what fireball does. You can just say it explodes.
Yeah.
Sorry, but mine's adjusting.
We can use that, but just not at the moment, I don't think. We've got to be able to track down either some brawlers or actually it's a bit of a long shot, but we could try and get the prints of the lead singer and you could replicate those.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know they are in Night City.
Yeah.
they're based out of Night City. It's just not the nice part of Night City where they're based out of.
Right.
Yeah. That's a bit of a long shot, I think.
That would be very good to have.
Yeah.
Something to have in our back pockets.
The more
The
aces
alternative would be just to abduct the whole band and bring them straight to the place where they're supposed to go.
Play at gunpoint. Just raise the gun. All right.
Fuck all this subtlety. Look, here's where you go. All right, Rocker Boy, go Rocker Boy.
You guys do know they are in Night City and they are the party kind. If that's an avenue you want to pursue is directly interacting with the band.
Yeah.
Whether or not how butt ugly you motherfuckers are, you'll be let in.
Yes.
I don't think there's any.
I will say, my guy, you see him? He's actually rather attractive.
Give us a scale from 1 to 9.
7.
Like the more fucked up the bar, the easier it is for me to get in. Don't worry about that bit. Now, if they're going upscale, I'm gonna have an issue.
They are multi-million-dollar rocker boys. They're not exactly the dive bar kind anymore.
Yeah.
They play world tours.
Yeah. I'd look interacting with the band yet. Want to leave it until we've actually, because we want to give them less time to about or chase up leads or work out what's going on, but we want to make the maelstrom look bad for the next day or two, and then when it gets sort of Thursday, we approach the band, we have a chat to them, possibly drop a little piece of blackmail, that kind of stuff.
The other thing we haven't done yet is to actually go to the club direct and make sure we cause shit at the club.
Yes. But I'm still also waiting for my leg to heal a little bit. So
Fair.
He'll look down and see the bullet hole. Shit.
yeah, Eric didn't do as well.
One thing I wanted to ask. Have you been writing under a pseudonym, Clip? Or have you just been posting this all as yourself and not hiding the fact that you were the one writing it?
I'd be hiding the fact that I've written that story, so I might have a pseudonym and I'll probably write everything under a pseudonym because it's like that way I'm able to move around with impunity and maintain my street edge. TM.
Okay, cool. TM. Cool. All right.
Sorry, I have to pay a license fee to Militech for every time I use that one. All right, cool. Well, then what are you guys doing?
You guys can always go back to the bar and talk to Wildside or Suds Juliet if you're kind of hitting a wall.
Looks
Well,
like
I
all of
think-
you the ones in it.
Yeah. Look, I reckon we're good for Thursday for dropping some blackmail onto Blood and Ice. We probably need to check out the Maelstrom bar and see if we can find some sort of nifty way in to sort of stuff up their sound system, to drop something in there that would fuck it up at around midnight on Friday in a sufficient
Yeah,
way.
we should probably scout out the Maelstrom a little bit.
Yeah. So we could probably spend the rest of the day just sitting around that, observing, making notes, working out who's coming, who's going, if there's more than one way in, basically case the place.
Cool.
So we're
And-
not
and
looking to get in just yet.
No, well, look, if we stuff up the sound system or some other critical part of it for their show, right, the more time they have to fix it works against us. So we
Yeah,
kind of want it to happen
That's
like
on the Friday. or
on the
Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah.
And that still allows them to bring stuff in and possibly fix it Saturday morning. But then we've got the blackmail card to play as well Saturday morning, especially if the cops happen to be checking out what's going on around the Maelstrom, investigating this incident that happened where the sound system spontaneously blew up for no reason. I wouldn't know why that happened. Then cops are lurking around Maelstrom. The lead singer's got a warrant. It's looking like a bad place to go that day. So then we say, well, the Slammer still wants you. So, it's all part of a slightly broader persuasion, let's say.
Nods. All right.
Speaking of blackmail, the warrants aren't typically something that affect world renowned rocker boys. It's something they just kind of throw money at and it goes away. You are aware, Whitesnake, that the reason he has this warrant is because he has the lead singer has a revolver he is very, very proud of. It was custom made. It's massive. It requires a cyber arm to fire. It's chipped into his hand and then a second layer of biometrics. And someone at a party took it out of its holster on his hip and tried to fuck around with it. And he took it from them and beat them half to death with the handle. That person happens to be a high corporate executive's son, and so they are actively seeking revenge against him for that.
Ah.
In which case, Whitesnake would inform you. Do you know why cops are out looking for him?
Why? Please, do tell. I love getting more on a story.
That's all the dirty details.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, from what I heard through a grapevine, you didn't hear it through me, is that he's got this custom-made piece, this big hell of a gun, alright? Basically a cannon in his pocket. You see, he was hanging around some people, some high-class people, and take a look at it. He didn't like that, and beat one of them half to death with the damn thing. Didn't even fire. And so it turns out the man he beat to show some domination was a son of a high-class kind of guy, talking to corporation.
Oh.
And now it seems they want to get back at him. And that's why they got the cops out looking for him.
Okay. So, yeah. So
Well,
if
but I
we...
happen to know which corporation in particular, what family line, Bjark.
Make a. There's not a corporate politician check.
Social
say-
education.
Yeah, I was gonna say education.
Shit.
Education at +2.
Yes.
Maybe-
Education. That's under body, right?
Okay.
No, that's intelligence. Just saying.
All right.
Take an
All right.
archery.
I'm going to use my 2 points of luck on this.
Take archery.
Archery. 13.
You're not sure which executive, but it was a subsidiary of oh god, who are the eyeball people? Kandachi.
Yep.
Kandachi Cybernetics. This sub company under them called Dream Tech. It was one of the people in charge of that company, but you're not sure who.
Okay.
All right. They're part of Dream Tech.
All right.
I don't know the exact name though, but I know they're in association with them.
Okay.
You know there are data terms on every street, and you could probably figure it out with 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We all have smartphones.
They didn't
You all
know
have
that as well.
smartphones.
That's why he didn't mention it.
Yep. Look. Yeah. Hit up a. I don't know what to give a better advantage, data term or a smartphone. But yeah, do a bit to sort of rummage around and see what I can find out about them. I don't know if that's another education role or whatever, but yeah,
No,
just
pure media. I'd make that credibility.
okay. So, boom, boom. Hey, 20.
A 20. So,
Nice.
I got to be good at something.
I'm gonna say to get what? Oh, my computer started making noise. YouTube opened up for some reason. Jeez.
It's all the porn.
They
is
don't
all the
want us to find out.
Yeah.
God.
They can see in your eyeballs.
But no. You are aware. I'm gonna say it will take about an hour of digging around.
That's fine.
All right. It is coda Toshishimi.
Sounds like I need to make notes.
That's Italian.
It's Japanese. Good try though.
Same thing.
It
both have
is
I's in the
spelled
name.
Koda.
KODA?
Yeah, it's coda.
Yep.
Toshishimi. Toshimichi.
All right, so that's the executive whose son got beat up.
That is the son. The executive is Tomita Tomomichi.
What's the father's name?
Tomita. Tomita.
Okay.
Toshimichi.
All right. Okay. Yeah, me taking notes.
Cool.
Blood and... All right.
Just
So-
a little notepad and pencil, like a classic reporter.
Primitive technology? What are you talking about? It works 100 times better than this stuff, but anyhow. We probably need to organise some sort of meeting, or at least the drop of information to, I would go Tomata's personal assistant, because you don't need to make direct contact. You just need to put it there on their plate, and their personal assistant would know what happened. Or even Coda's stuff, so that we can point the right people in the right direction. See, unlike the solo, I can't shoot people, so you know.
You tell me who you want shot, and I'll.
You're very efficient at that.
I'm gonna look over at the man carrying a rifle. How about you? You with a gun?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the gun, and honestly, Lisa is getting a bit cold and lonely.
So yeah, you're through your 20. Tomita is a very, 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 corporate executive, serious businessman.
Yeah.
In charge of counterintelligence at DreamTech.
Okay.
Coda is very, very typical corporate royalty. Grew up partying and high life. Not much personal information other than a couple of scandals here and there.
Yeah.
Nothing that really caused
Yeah,
anything
just
past,
to do.
haha, he slept with a person he shouldn't have.
Yeah. Stuff that makes the celebrity pages.
Yeah. Nothing substantial.
All right. Yeah, my brain's still slow today.
Do you
It
want
is-
to? Do you want to get him to drop it, or do you want to talk him out of it? What do you want to do?
No. We need to make Coda pursue his vengeance just in the wrong direction.
Okay.
Because Blood and Ice are playing at the Maelstrom. It's being advertised. Shit, we should just send him a flyer so he knows. I'm sorry, Clip is a despicable human being.
Fair enough.
He really doesn't.
a party that started with 2 cyber psychos, I didn't expect the media to be the one that's fucking evil.
I apologize. I'm here for it.
When you roll up how you feel about people as people are cockroaches, wipe them all out and leave the world to the cockroaches. It kind of says a lot about the character that you're playing, that's what they think, and they have no cyberware whatsoever.
See, that's the difference between evil and just violent.
Right.
Just violent. I'm just very good at being violent.
Okay, he looks so no bad. What's your damage? But anyways. Alright, sounds like we've got ourselves a plan. Well,
Yeah.
you do.
We've got bits of
not
plans
to the media.
So this event with Coda getting beat up, how long ago was that?
That was 6 weeks ago.
And okay.
Oh,
It's
it's fresh.
6 weeks.
Yeah, Blood and Ice is only just now back in the country, and their first show is at Metal Storm.
Okay.
We keep saying Maelstrom. It's Metal Storm.
Oh,
Maelstrom is the gang of
Cyber Psychos.
from
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, yeah, it's also from 2020.
They're in 2020 as well.
Yeah,
Are they
they've
in
been
2020?
around. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Counting.
It might even be in this book.
I think
I have the source book right here.
in the random encounters in the back of the actual 2020 core rules, there's something involving a bunch of kittens in Maelstrom, but read through the 3 encounters at different times of day.
Are they the ones where they're cooking the kittens in the park?
Trying to sell the kittens, and then they're doing something else, and then it's kebabs. But look,
It's fucking horrific. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a Park Hill random event.
yeah, when you read through the encounter table, you look at it and go, "Oh, that's just wrong." But anyhow,
I mean, in all fairness, what we could do is find where Coda is hanging out these days. After 6 weeks, he should be suitably healed up, and then just literally, like you said, drop a flyer on his table or just hand
shove
him
it
a
under
flyer.
the door or something, or fax it to him. Only for the
yeah.
cost.
They still fax stuff in 2020.
Yeah. Fax machine.
Technically, it's 2034, meaning they fax stuff really fast. I know this is an entire sidebar,
Usually.
but I work in a business that is customered almost entirely by old people. And the other day, someone faxed us a sealed envelope. We still laugh about it. Yeah. That is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Anyways, we were playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah. As we discuss this plan, he's gonna go back over to the Nomad. Say, you're pretty quiet. We got a nice arm there. Man, if I make grab your hands.
What?
Are you,
I mean,
are you
I'm-
coming on to me?
Uh,
You do
no,
what
I want.
do,
He
man.
points to the rifle. Your arm.
God.
Sorry, I thought it was true love, and maybe it still is.
I didn't expect
He's
to
a-
play a romance and
He's a gun sex, so why not?
Yeah.
We're not kink shaming anybody. As long as you wash your hands afterwards.
My boy's got an intelligence of 3. You got to speak plain.
No innuendo around him.
Well, if you just stare at him, he's gonna kind of nod at you as you're silent, then look at the other two. Is he touchy about this?
No, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll just put my hood back up. It's like, you do what you do. I do like the idea of handing.
Sorry.
Can we find out a phone number or way of contacting Coda? Even if it's just another hunt through the data term to pull up a contact.
That's a library. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if he's hanging out, I'm guessing he's going to be working close where the same company is where his dad is. There should be find out where these people are hanging out and which bars and shit.
Well, they're very high life, city center bars.
Yeah,
I'm sure you have a gossip columnist that you can ask about where these where the guy is. I mean, if it's
reasonably,
I will
make a social check.
A social? Oh my god, I don't even have that skill.
Social skill?
Oh yes, I do have some social. Wow, that surprises even me.
Social.
Okay, I'm going to put a point of luck into that one.
This stream and pull up the roll.
Misanthrope.
Fucking. Cool. Yeah, easy enough. You do know a gossip columnist. You wouldn't call yourself friends. In fact, I doubt Clip respects their industry.
No, it doesn't like people.
After a quick, oh my god, it's been so long. How have you been? I haven't seen you since college.
Since this video.
Yeah. I didn't actually go to college. I just showed up.
Oh, you got a 2 in education. I figured you took a little bit of college.
I was there. I attended class.
You were there until they realized you didn't pay and they threw you out.
Yeah. It's attendance such a broad term.
I haven't seen you since college and promising to go catch up and get a couple of drinks at some point, which I doubt Clip intends to follow through on. You do manage to get a number to get in contact with a friend of Coda Toshimichi.
Yeah.
It's kind of a secondary contact because they don't have their actual phone number. But
well, it's unlikely that they would. But
right.
I'm going to just stick to the first name and call him Coda because I don't want to twist it myself up the surname.
Yeah, Toshimichi.
Yeah. But basically, with my knowledge of human people's psychology stuff and human perception, I reckon this will hopefully push him over the edge and make him want to get some revenge against these guys. So I am going to fax through the flyer of the band. I want to write something on the front of it that'll help provoke things.
Get him.
No.
Who's back in town?
Yeah. Well, ready for another whipping?
A concerned friend. A concerned friend.
Ready for round 2?
Ready for round 2.
Oh dear. Yeah. I jest. But yes, I'll write something offensive on the front. And
I'll put a second. Put a contact number for
something offensive. It's his name misspelled.
Roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
We'll add that to Coda's roll to see how angry it makes him. Because I make character sheets for all my NPCs because I'm a psychopath. Guys, my characters tab has probably close to 50 character sheets.
Ooh. Okay.
I make so many.
Yeah,
What
I've got
you're telling me, we need to kill more people, is what you're saying.
Hey man, there's a reason I give them names.
Just so we make it easier for your character sheets. Just so.
Oh yeah, you got me. I just start archiving them. That bitch is dead. This motherfucker's dead. He's dead. He died.
one of my previous.
We're gonna genocide route Cyberpunk.
Genocide route Cyberpunk. They started that by dropping a grenade in the middle of a crowd.
I didn't do that. I just
Sure.
solo.
Some dude with the same nose with a black beret did it.
I just cleaned up afterwards. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
Nobody can prove we were there.
yeah, easy enough. You send it data terms have I believe they have a fax on them. It costs 25 cents. I'm not going to make you mark it down because fuck that. You send a fax through to Coda Toshimichi's.
Yeah.
Allow the grapevine to handle the rest.
City loving it. That's a good one.
Delightful. It's in God's hands now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll send one to that company too, just for shits and giggles.
We'll send something else to the company for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a handle later thing?
Yeah, we'll handle that one later because I've got no idea what I'll send yet.
Cool. All right then. Are you guys still sitting in this courtyard, or have you gone somewhere more public?
I was literally about to say. We made a lot of progress staying here.
Yeah. Time to hit the streets again, I suspect.
Yeah, come on, guys. Meter's running.
You got it right.
Well, I don't actually know the specifics of a city car. You said it was pretty cramped with 3 people.
Yeah, I always think of a city car as those shitty little smart cars with only a front seat.
Yeah.
It's just got a single bench seat that can fit 2 people comfortably, 3 people uncomfortably, and 4 people if you start taking out frames. If you get rid of the dashboard, you can easily fit 4 or 5 or 6 people, but you'd be packed like clowns then.
I mean, I have a motorcycle. You guys do what you need to do.
You who decide who sits at whose lap is Requiem drives the motorcycle behind.
Mm.
I bought it with the
I got a bike.
Those weren't mine.
As you
I got a bike if it can fit me.
cool. Two bikes, a car. You guys are set.
Do you still want to stake out the Metalstrom Club?
We need to. We need to do the groundwork, work out what's going on, how things are happening in that place, and then work out our approach.
As you guys are leaving the alley, Cinemaxis is right down the street from a liquor store named Kitty Liquor.
Okay, so it's pretty fairly close to the Maelstrom.
Not too terrible. It's about a block away. Upper East Side is packed.
Yeah.
But as if I could speak English, as you guys are heading out, you see someone in a trench coat with a real big villain collar is outside of it, and 2 members that you guys can easily recognize of the Wild Side yelling at and harassing him as he's just kind of standing there with his hands calmly in his pockets as he is seemingly ignoring them yelling in his face.
Describe that dude to me again.
He's wearing a blue trench coat. He's got a shaved head with the collar on the trench coat is big as fuck. It comes out to here. It's like something a villain would wear. If you guys would like to make a streetwise check, you're welcome to.
Yes, I do actually. 'Cause I've got no idea who that would be.
I'm gonna add 10 points of luck.
Hell yeah! Well, I'm gonna add 14 points of luck.
Luckiest man alive. I'm not adding any luck to this. I'm curious, but yeah.
Damn, 23, 2014? Streetwise, nope, not Streetwise. Clip and Requiem. You 2 would both recognize as, oh shit, that's a Brainiac.
Brainiac.
They're typically not this far north in the city. They typically stay to the nicer areas because they look much nicer than most of the gangs.
Hmm.
I will actually help the guy out.
But yeah, you guys recognize that as more than likely a brainiac.
Cool.
I will stop the motorcycle nearby, get off it, and shoo the two wild things away.
Make an intimidation check.
Hang on. I mean, I just have to take my hood down. Really, that should be intimidating.
Yeah, that's fair. If you want to make an attractiveness skill and shoot for low rolls instead.
I mean, I technically have attractiveness -4, so
Technically,
technically it only goes to 1. Hang on. Where the fuck? It's a cool skill, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. First skill and cool. I think. Resist drugs and torture might be first. I'm not sure.
Hang on.
Alphabetical, so intimidate.
Cool. In interrogation, intimidate. Here we are. Come on. Do we have any reputation to add to this shit?
Not yet. Give it a couple days and you guys fucking will.
15.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and roll for the two of them. Wildside have low ass cool.
They're mostly fried anyway.
Yeah.
I think I just lost my ears.
You kind of pull up and you start yelling at them to clear off, and they look like they're going to start yelling at you next. But something about you, they just kind of they feel the urge to back off. They turn back. One of them like two hand just shoves the brainiac, and they both angrily storm away.
Good.
The brainiac has his hands in his pockets. You see, he's got like a sculpted ass jaw that has like a couple lines of chrome in it, and two like just lines of cyber that go back like this. And he's got two chip sockets back here, both filled with 10 chips each. As he gives a quick nod and appreciate the help.
I'll nod at him too. Man, neighborhood's going to the dogs.
You're telling me. Got a name?
Requiem.
Keep it in mind.
What's your name, if I may ask?
Pows.
What's that?
Pows. Pows, if you want to write it down.
Sure. I'll like I said, I'll nod at him as he's taken off or whatever, and
Oh, he looks like he's waiting outside a kitty liquor for some reason.
he's waiting out.
Yeah, he just nods to you and goes back to whatever the fuck he was doing. You
Okay,
see his
fair
cyber eye lights back up.
Fair enough. I'll have a quick look inside Kitty Liquor because the Kitty Liquor has quite a reputation. So I'll have a quick look through the window.
Yeah.
Going on inside.
Very pink. Really bright
That's it.
for what's going on in the city. And were those mashed potatoes?
No. It's banana pie.
Ooh,
Sorry,
yum.
banana pudding from Thursday.
Nice.
Yay for Thanksgiving, you'll be eating pie for like a week.
You see standing behind the counter is a kind of burly older man. He's got a brown beard. Is you know him to be Mark McGarrald if you frequent this area often.
I mean, I've been a kid in this town as well, and I know he
Right.
sells liquor. I know he sells liquor to kids, so that's
Yeah.
why there's a lot going on here. I'm just trying to check and see if there's other brainiacs inside, or what could make the brainiac want to be here.
No, there doesn't appear to be any other obvious brainiacs inside.
Okay.
If you want to go go inside and start looking around, you might be able to figure out what's going on. But
Sure, I'll have a quick wander inside. Why not?
as you walk in, go ahead and make an awareness check.
Okie
I
dokie.
want to ask, have we all stopped to join him, or are we just going on?
No, you guys were driving wherever you were. This is a pit stop Requiem made.
Mm.
Mhm.
I have no idea where we're going, so you know.
I thought you guys were going to Metal Store.
My guy assumes you do.
Oh yeah. Oh, Requiem will catch back up.
I'll find you.
Is
There's my.
that with combat sense added?
That is with combat sense added.
Okay. You do happen to notice that the camera up in the corner is moving in a very uncommon fashion. Automated cameras tend to just bounce side to side.
Yep.
This one looks like it is very deliberately looking at each person in the store.
Okay.
Make a general tech check.
A general tech check. This is where it's all going to go to hell. Tech, he says. I mean, that's any tech skill, really, because I have no tech anywhere.
Hell yeah. Imagine being a solo and not putting points in weaponsmith.
I mean, I have weaponsmith. Fair. I give you that. All right, for shits and giggles, I'm going to give you paint and draw right here.
Hell yeah.
10.
10. You have got no idea why.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Brainiac has something to do with it.
Probably.
I'll should the camera rest on me, I will have a quick smile at the camera, as unsettling as that will be for him. And I'll still have a quick look around in the place to see if there's anyone he could be interested in.
Yeah, we'll use your 21. You notice a figure with a pretty big cyber modem attached to their side, with a deployable cyber deck with it. And they kind of, just with how kitted out they are, along with you, they just kind of stick out. You assume if it's a Brainiac, it's probably something to do with a Netrunner of sorts.
Okay.
The Netrunner also is a darker complexion. They have like a shock of bright blue tech hair, and they have sockets down either side of their neck and in the back of their head.
All right. Sounds good. I'll just stick around for a few minutes, see if anything happens, and if not, I'll take off and meet the rest of the game.
Oh, good! I get to make a fun saving throw. How many minutes? Because is it 3 specifically?
Hang on, I will tell you with a die roll.
Cool.
Motherfucker.
His patience.
Yeah, apparently I'm waiting exactly 2 minutes.
As you start leaving the store, there is a scream from behind you. As you turn around, from the sockets in that Netrunner's neck, out the corners of their mouth and through one of their cyber eyes, there is a jet of flame coming out through all of those, as they start to convulse in place and then collapse on the floor.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty rad.
That is.
By the time you get outside, the Brainiac is gone.
I was going to nod to him, but I'm sure he's already left. Anyway, it's fine. It's cool. I will
Grocery pickup.
I will meet the rest of the gang.
For those of you who would have been able to roll a tech of 15 or higher, would have been able to presume after all that a piece of wireless black ice was pasted in that Netrunner's cyberware. Black ice is the one that fucking kills you, right? I don't know much about Netrunning. Yeah. Okay.
There's wireless black
No one does.
ice?
No one does.
In this, yeah, it's something I like. I don't like Netrunning.
There's actually rules about hacking people's cybernetics.
Mm-hmm.
Netrunning in 2020 is just one of those black hole void.
Yeah, it's a separate tabletop game. So if you're interested in the future, the way I run Netrunning is it's being able to think or being able to hack at the full capacity of your brain. Basically interacting with computers as fast as you can think rather than having to manually do so.
The main problem with Netrunning in 2020 is if you have a Netrunner, you basically play a session with just that person.
Yeah.
And then you play a session with everyone else. It's just clunky.
But yeah, as you guys pull up at Metal Storm, about 5 minutes later, Requiem pulls up behind you. I figure you guys would wait for him, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
so far, I think you're just sitting in a bar somewhere outside and look, or you wanted to go inside.
Oh, we're outside. We don't want to go in yet. We want to sort of do a circle of the place.
Then yeah, you see-
when Crash gets there, just get him to do a slow circle of the place and look at the shape of the building and like what's in, what's out, entrances, that sort of stuff. Look at the second story kind of stuff, and then set ourselves at a bar across the way. Bar, cafe, whatever.
Cool. So, Metal Storm has 2 public entrances. And then surrounding it, if you guys venture the back alleys behind it, it has a loading bay for bands. And it has a couple, about 3 just small exits, and 1 major fire exit.
Okay.
We can just hang out at the donut shop across the street.
You can if you want. That's
Yes,
is that the one where like if you're lucky you can get a donut or whatever it is?
If you know the code, you can get special.
Yeah. Okay, that one.
Yeah.
No, that's a hot dog stand I'm thinking of. Where if you're lucky enough, he might be able to get you a hot dog, but he's got everything else ever. Anyways, beside the point.
This is a place that sells drugs. You mentioned it last time.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look like I take drugs? Do I look like I sell drugs?
Look, when you trade this information, you
So-
run stories across the streets. You know, you hear what people are into.
Yeah. Do we want to make light conversation, or are we just going to wait for him to pop up?
Well, if you want to make some light conversation, go ahead. I mean, we've got a couple of ways in. I was just reel of monofilament wire would do great for those fire exits.
You know what? We'll actually go start drawing Metal Storm for next session.
Mm.
All right. Well, I suppose as we were waiting, with him driving, he would look over to you as you'd make note. He would ask, "So, tell you have some ins with Newsreel. Can I ask what you do in particular?"
I run stories from the street. So, you know, like most of you, I grew up on the streets around Night City. I've, you know, I know my way around the place, let's put it that way. And I've seen a lot of stuff happen over the years, you know. And as a result, I cover stories. And the more I cover about people in this place, the more I don't like them. It's just quite simple that way. You know.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Look, you know, gangers doing over people just for a few cans of kibble, that kind of stuff. It happens. You know, it's just the everyday stories that are out there. And as I said, the more I cover, the more I don't like it. Where's the Night City source book?
You know.
And that's pretty much it. You know, I'd love to have a hope for humanity, but I live in Night City. There's not much I can say about that. So, yeah.
I get you there. He's gonna go and nudge him, nudge Crash. How about you? What do you do?
I mostly steal cars and you know, hop from jail to jail. Honestly, what I'm all about.
Well, we can put you back in jail if you really want.
Motivate. How long have you all been together? You two like a crack team, or are you just here on the job?
I'm sorry. You must have mistook us for someone who actually
We're a team on crack, maybe, but not a crack team. What are you talking about?
probably cracking up. Yeah. No, look. Well, this is when I first started working with Requiem here. Our other 2 compatriots have decided to go separate ways. And this morning, we picked up Crash, who is, I suppose, the strong silent type, willing to do the job and obviously wants to do it well. You know. And yourself,
So I see.
you know.
Yep.
And
Well, seems like we're all new to this.
yeah. I'm doing the best I can, but I seem to be, I suppose, the face of this operation, given and I'm barely literate.
Yeah, I was about to say. Back when you were all catching me up, you were about the only one that spoke.
Yes.
You nods to
Essentially,
Requiem. This guy over here, perhaps,
Maybe-
but this guy over here, he nods to Requiem, stood there,
Yeah.
looked scary, nods over
Oh.
to Crash. You about didn't say anything.
And he still doesn't. Anyway, I'm probably going to be there in a few minutes.
Yep.
I don't think we've actually ever described how our characters look on a total side note.
Oh, do I have it?
We did it session 1.
Yeah, but not for
Yeah.
our two guys. They may or may not know.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw your tokens, and that's it.
Yeah, okay. Well, Clip is half Hispanic, half Anglo-American. Bit of a dog's breakfast, really. Dresses in, I suppose, normal clothes. He's got an Icon America jacket. He's got some, I don't know if it's Gibson pants or some other type. He's cut into strips. He tends to be friendly and outgoing, as you can see. But, yeah, he doesn't like people. Doesn't care about them. They can... Well, space is better given up, which is really. So, he's kind of... look, he's had a bit of work done, so he doesn't look butt ugly. I leave that to Requiem. So he's sort of, a bit below average in terms of the looks, but I'm looking at upgrading and getting myself a nice little... Let's go with Bruce Campbell style jaw, just to sort of make myself look really good. I want to get my skin redone, so, I'll some low-level skin weave and get my skin retextured and that kind of stuff. The stripped hair is kind of, there's balding patches in there. It's sort of mottled. So that's going to get a bit of a workover at some point as well. So, I've got, if I can make enough cred, then, I'm going to get myself upgraded a bit here and there, but nothing too serious. Because my big thing is I need to be able to deal with people still. And if I lose too much empathy, Requiem's going to look like a nice person.
Compared to you, he already does.
So Requiem, my character is Street Solo, obviously dressed in the classic Street Solo chic, heavy boot, all dressed in black, heavy boots, leather pants. He's wearing a Night City Death Dealers t-shirt, black hoodie over that, and a Gibson armored jacket over that. All right sleeves have been removed to show his cyber arm on the right side. But really, he is the grotesquely ugliest man you've ever seen alive. That's somehow still alive. Half the head, half the face is cybernetic plate. The rest is covered in scars, bad tattoos. The skin is somehow discolored from whatever weird skin weave he has going on, and he's just genuinely horribly. Technically, if attractiveness wouldn't stop at 1, my character would be at a -4.
Incredible.
Which is usually why he has the hoodie. He's actually one of the few people where you're happy that the hoodie's up.
Yes. I try not to look at him too much.
All right.
Delightful.
What about you, tough guy?
Crash, your tough guy.
Talking to Crash?
Yeah. Describe the character. We're all,
We're sharing.
I mean, he pretty much looks like the icon I've got, short, bleached white hair. He thinks it's cool because he's only 22 and he doesn't know what's cool, really. Spent his last 100 eddies on that sweet-ass coat, and he thinks it's awesome. But,
Right.
he'll if you want to try and get him talking about, all he can say is, I didn't get to shoot the chromers. I didn't get to shoot the brawlers. I didn't even get to shoot you. I'm kind of feeling like a combat cab without the combat.
I'm sure the shooting will happen.
Out of character, I'm cool with it. As a player, I'm cool with no combat. It's just this guy,
Right. I just
all
want
of you
him
low
to talk
empathy
more because it's fucking
bastards.
hilarious every time he does.
Look, the whole reason my character is called Clip, it's not because I take short video clips. It's because, like a clip for any gun, I'm going to end up full of bullets. I just know it.
Should I describe my character for the audience, or are we good with you all just being able to see my a little figurine.
You've already described your character, Sam.
Yeah.
Would you like to again?
But not to this detail.
I'm just
Sure.
telling you.
I'm just saying. I can stop.
Don't let the Western stars see you like that.
I don't think Sam knows who
But all
that
right.
is.
You don't. Oh, Western Stars is a gang in this town. They're very much into Western movies, just a little bit too much.
They're all posers that look like John Wayne. Not
Or
all,
maybe-
but there's a
or-
lot of them.
They're a poser gang that look like Western movie stars, and they like to do what people did in Western, which is the whole duels and shit. And if you
See.
walk around looking like a cowboy, they might think you're a cowboy, and as a result, they might call you out.
To inform you,
Well,
the
if they want
town
to
ain't
duel,
big
kick
enough
their ass,
for
but
to.
anyway.
Yeah, that's literally the shit they pull. So be just telling you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is this a concern Rikurum states?
Yes, I will say that to your face.
probably had a one or two.
Well,
Obviously, you came
well,
out on top.
he will kind of smile and nod that. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But if they want a duel, I'm gonna give them one.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
So do you guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys go into Metal Storm at all?
Not
I don't
yet.
think we need to yet. Not yet. Because
Okay.
it's still, what, Tuesday? Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday?
No,
Tuesday.
what? Oh, I thought it was still the. No, I don't even know. I thought it was still Friday the previous week or something.
Yeah, so it was Friday the previous. So this would be Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, Saturday. Cool. So there's going to be a big act on
So
tonight.
it's about 6 p.m. on a Saturday at the current moment.
Oh,
So Metal Storm is not full, but it's
They've
people are
opened.
showing up.
Well, we're in the donut shop across the street currently.
Well, you guys are gonna, if it's Saturday night and we're not doing anything else, you guys are gonna have to hold him back from that bar.
You enjoy.
Okay.
That's not how staking out works, but you have fun, buddy.
Oh,
Active
boy.
reconnaissance.
Like
So we get another climbing session?
imagine this: the stakeout is coming from inside the house.
I'm just thinking, are we going to need another
Deep
replacement
undercover.
next session? Look, if we want something to do, we can always have a poke around the back, check out where the band will be let in, see if that's worth working with. Or if we've got some back alley brawler guff stuff, junk, whatever, we can always bloody up some chromas from nearby, not right in front of Metal Storm yet, but bloody up a few people.
Got
And
an idea.
yeah, go. Sorry.
Well, I was thinking, if we can scout out back there and see where they're going to be let in, you sent that poster off to the guy they got in with.
Yeah.
Maybe back there we can put up a poster that has their logo put onto it with something that A in ink, if you catch me.
Yeah. Look, yeah, sure. Let's go with this. I'm just wondering, thinking her, but I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, we can pop around the back there. We can get some of their artwork, do it up in the appropriate bloody manner. It might actually be worth doing this about a block away from the Maelstrom, though, Metal Storm, because it's otherwise inviting what may, in essence, be a gathering point for a whole pack of chromas on top of us.
Not.
To be fair, your guys' identity has not been revealed to the Chromers yet.
No,
You've
but
killed every single one you've come in contact with. They have not gotten the word out.
And I intend to keep it that way.
yeah. But the thing is, We've also managed to get the Chromas and the Brawlers facing off against one another. So, yeah, it's. I still think like a alleyway, or, a block or so away. Even if we can get the Chromas to do a bit of a shootout with somebody random, that kind of stuff, or even just I don't know. But like too much shooting, I don't know if that's the MO.
As you guys are sitting outside, you notice a pair of odd-looking individuals, both of whom very tall, crew-cut hair. One of them has a little bit of cyberware, not much. Neither of them are wearing a shirt. They are sculpted to hell, like fucking granite. Wearing looser, baggier pants with heavy combat boots, and both of them have a huge monokatana on both their backs.
Okay,
and adorned with a blade on either side. One of them has a gun in their boot, but it seems like the kind that doesn't get much use.
Okay.
Oh boy, Lisa would very much like to introduce herself to these two.
So are they just two? Is it just two super ripped dudes with a fucking sword and a gun?
Yeah. If you guys want to make a streetwise check,
I was going to say, is it a gang I recognize?
less of a gang and more of a club, but yeah, if you guys want to roll streetwise,
Click. If you will.
Streetwise is happening.
I'm never rolling streetwise again.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Hang on. I think it's rolling 20s again. It rolled a 17
it
in
rolled
my
a 20.
It rolled a 17 in my case.
D20 is silly sometimes. You want to re-roll?
Yeah, let me do that again. That's why I get that.
It's still getting
Another 17?
It rolled a 17 again.
What are the odds you roll a 17 twice on a D10?
Hang on. How about it's so? Hang on. Let me roll a D10 and add it to 11. I'll give you a couple here in a second.
So 19.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah. Everybody but Crash. Everybody Crash and Whitesnake. So Clip and Requiem, basically. The two of you recognize these two to be. They belong to a group called the Sacred Blades.
Oh, Sacred Blade.
They're not so much of a gang as they are a group. They're a men only group that are very, very, very combat oriented, and it's kind of how they prove their manhood to each other is by taking on harder and harder and harder brawls with nothing but their fists and their bladed weapons. They don't go out of their way to pick fights, but they do not shy away from them in the slightest. And combat is typically their first response to whatever problem they're faced with.
Yeah, these crazy motherfuckers also go count and coup.
Yes. Do you want to explain what that word means for the class?
Oh yeah, for the Australians among us, it's a Native American tradition where in battle you touch an opponent, an enemy. You just touch him. You don't kill him. You don't attack him. You just go touch him. That is a mark of manhood and a ritual of passing is to count coup in battle.
Okay, cool.
They also, one of the two has a huge scar, like from shoulder to hip, across his torso, and they both go into Metal Storm.
Yeah, these are complete insane. There's a few gangs I really don't want to mess with, and that's one of them.
Okay. That coming from you is worth knowing. So it looks like something may be happening in Maelstrom shortly.
Speaking of, I'm gonna text my gang contact to kind of stay out of this part of town for a few days.
Yeah,
it's starting to get a little bit warmer over here.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
I mean, those ladies can handle themselves, but still, you don't really want to walk into it if you don't have to.
Mm.
Cool. But we
So
are getting
we're
close
just
to the
gonna
end of the
sit here
session
and
here.
watch,
Is
or
there
what?
any? Are you guys just want to end the session with your guys' stakeout?
Yeah, I think so.
Delightful.
I-
If I can get everybody to roll an awareness check.
Awareness with combat sense.
Sure.
It rolled an 11. God.
How? 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 How?
I'm serious. It rolled an 11. It's. Hang on.
Why is it only your sheet today?
I have no idea. Hang on. It's what is it? 12, 19 plus a D10. So give me a second here.
I don't know what it's doing wrong for you.
I have no idea. So 25. I don't know.
Cool.
It's no idea, man.
So you all notice as about 8 o'clock rolls around, a huge influx of people head to Metal Storm. Most of which are your regular rocker punk types. Just people looking to get fucking crazy on a Saturday night in a bar. There's live music at Metal Storm every night. Just most of the time it's some fucking group of nobodies who are fine having chairs and tables thrown at them while they're performing.
Collapsible
And,
chair tables.
That's one thing that Metal Storm is known for. They have breakable furniture, like prop furniture, so that when people get into brawls, it looks flashier and brings more people in. But if you guys keep track roughly, there's probably getting up to about 400 people in there.
Yep.
At one time, and that's on just a regular weekend. You count less than about 30 chromers there. Somewhere between 15 and 25.
Yep.
Which is a lot, but probably less than you guys were expecting with how you were talking about it.
Well, we kind of thinned the herd a little bit recently.
That's fair. You have been doing a little bit of culling.
I mean, we killed about as many as came in.
And yeah, there are a couple other gang members that come in. You take particular note of a group of 5 Wildside members. At one point, getting pretty close to about 1 a.m. You're all like on the verge of falling asleep when there is a very loud explosion. As you guys look over, as you see a supercar, a nice sports car, cruising around wildly outside. As you see, there is someone dressed as a clown hanging out, and they are hucking flash grenades into the line outside.
Bozo?
Yes.
Bozos. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those either.
No. Yeah. There's certain levels of crazy you can deal with, but bozos, they're beyond it.
They appear to be hucking flash grenades into the waiting line.
Fun times.
But yeah, that about caps off the night. At about, if you guys stick around till closing, Metal Storm closes at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And get everybody out of there by 6 a.m. so they can rebuild the furniture. But it seems as if they have a pretty standard active Saturday night.
Okay.
And you all have a very boring time.
Yes.
And we have eaten a lot of bad donuts.
A lot of bad donuts. Maybe 1 or 2 of you had a couple of really good donuts.
Maybe a bunch of good donuts.
But yeah.
Okay.
That is where I feel comfortable leaving tonight's session. The next time we play, we've already locked in December 3rd, right? Not 3rd.
Sorry,
5th?
So a week from now.
Yeah, so a week from today.
Okay.
Delightful. So we will be playing on December 5th. Please all of you feel free, if you feel interested in getting involved with your own game, go to cyberpunkuncensored.com, join the newsletter, email Rob, get into the Discord, find a way to force yourself into a game. You could join this game if you really wanted to, only if you ask nicely. Follow us on Twitch, on YouTube. Right now, Rob is uploading daily videos on Cyberpunk Red that called Crash Courses, where he is teaching you how to play all of them. Go buy Cyberpunk Red. That's important as well. Can you guys think of anything else to add?
Not off the top of my head.
Thanks for GMing again. That was
Yes,
pretty
of
cool.
course.
Boys, wear your seatbelt.
Always wear your seatbelt. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching.
And-
Rob needs to show up and end the session
Yeah.
eventually.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
here.
cool.
I'm hovering. I'm listening. You did a great
Okay.
job. Everyone did awesome.
Good. If there's any other announcements I missed, feel free to add them in.
No, that was great. Everybody, thanks for playing. It was really, I enjoyed watching as always. And everybody that tuned in, thanks for the support. We love you. So take care.
Thanks for the
Good
game,
night.
guys.
See you all.